Hello, fabulous people. This is the Together podcast, and this is the place where Sharice and I come together to help you get it together for your everyday business life. So we hope you enjoy. And I'm going to go live. And our topic for today was finding harmony strategies for achieving work-life balance as entrepreneurs. Which is good.
Mm-hmm. Good. Hey. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. We are here. We are live. I'm sorry. I feel like I got a lot going on my screen. All right. So happy Tuesday. It is July 1st. Oh my God. we are in Q3. Like, what?
Yes, we are. We are.
Oh, like, I can't believe it. So half the year is down. Let's see. I'm feeling in the middle. I'm feeling very in the middle. So
yeah.
Things that like we were working on came to fruition, didn't come to fruition, kind of a whole, everything. Mm-hmm. And then kind of starting to think about what do we need to do to gear up for the fall? Mm-hmm. What do I actually have the capacity for? Making some transitions. So if anybody is feeling what I'm feeling, that in the middle, like I don't know how it's going to all work out. We still got a lot to do. All right, just put something in the chat, something in the because we're live. So
yes,
hit Sharice up on Facebook.
Yes, we're live and over on Facebook, and we're on LinkedIn also. We're live on LinkedIn.
Hit me on LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn, and you're on Facebook.
Heavy on LinkedIn, and I'm over on Facebook,
so
which I'm working on my LinkedIn life. Working on it. Just got to create the habit. I like it over there. I just got to create the habit of being there. I picked up so many clients from there. It's like, why don't you just create the habit and live over on LinkedIn?
Wow. That's crazy. I didn't know you were picking up clients from LinkedIn.
Yeah, it's funny because I always do without even being there.
Yeah.
Especially speaking engagements. I get a lot of inquiries about speaking engagements on LinkedIn. I think it's just not a lot of image consultants over there.
Oh, okay.
A lot of times they need you to come in and speak on, certain topics in businesses. So I need to really get over there and promote more, and from the speaking aspect. So yeah, for sure.
Okay, that's so interesting.
Yes.
All right. Well, let me open. I am Natalie Elliott, and this is Sharice B. And this is the Together podcast, where we come together to help you get it together.
Absolutely. As we get it together.
How about that? Because we are constantly trying to, Lord Jesus, help us get it together. Yeah. So our topic today is finding harmony, strategies for achieving work-life balance as entrepreneurs. And I got to say, I don't know if I've achieved work-life balance. It feels like I am constantly I'm constantly striving. Like I'm constantly, okay, let me get this put in place. And then the way my life works, the way my schedule's set up is I may put something in place or want to move towards something, and it takes 2 or 3 months for me to execute.
Yeah.
And so by time because I don't like doing abrupt changes to my clients' schedule. Yeah. And so I hope, never say never, but I hope I'm never like, hey, I'm changing my hours. You can't no longer do your 6 o'clock immediately, And so I usually, because a good amount of my clients schedule out for a couple of months usually. Yeah. And so usually when I change hours or something in pursuit of happiness, I try not to have everybody feel disrupted. So what it feels like for me though, I usually wind up, because I just recently changed my hours to increase work-life balance, which I kind of say is an odd feeling. But so where I was working kind of more like 10 p.m. to 8 p.m., I moved that back to 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. But for a while there, because I added the new hours, but I didn't change the old hours because I wanted to naturally walk people off their schedule, it felt like a longer day because I'm basically 8 to 8. And so,
how many days a week?
3, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Okay.
Because on Monday I work for CVS, and that's a 10-hour day. I work 8 to 7.
Okay.
So, and then Friday is my shorter day. So Friday I'm usually more like a 10 to 6.
Got it.
So anyway, changing hours always feels like that. But I changed it so that I could have an evening time to spend with this new guy. So I'm so excited. But but it always feels like I haven't arrived. And so I got to make another change in August because I need to figure out how to spend more time with my parents. My parents are getting older, so I'm going to make another shift in August, and hopefully that don't kill my finances for a minute.
It won't. It won't. You have another stream or figure out another way.
Yeah.
Definitely no issue with finances because we definitely elevating finances. So.
Hallelujah. That's what we're trying to do, which is I think why everything is feeling like it's due right now, yesterday, because I really want to get these new things in place so that when I make the August transition, that I can make it without feeling any bumps in the road. Because I really do. Like my parents are 70, like right around late 70s, going into the 80s. So matter of fact, because I don't think my dad turns 80 this year, but next year. So he's real close. So what I'm trying to do to achieve work-life balance is go out there and have breakfast with them once a week to do that. So now let me make this relevant to y'all. So I'm not just talking. So I think in one of the strategies for achieving work-life balance is figuring out the specific things you can do in your schedule that will make you feel balanced. And so sitting down and figuring that out and putting that in your schedule first. And so I was just reviewing, I don't know if anybody remember Stephen Covey and the Franklin Covey system. And so for those of you guys who remember that, Stephen was all about knowing what your big rocks were and putting your big rocks in the schedule first. And then the next size, the medium size rocks, and then the pebbles, and then the sand. And so he was very, 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 and anybody that has no idea what I'm talking about, go Google or put it on YouTube. Try to find Stephen Covey's big rock speech or big rock experiment or something. And so what he would do is show a jar, and if you put the big rocks in first, and then everything after that, everything fit in the jar. But if you just fill the jar up with the sand and then try to put everything in there, it doesn't work. And so really identifying for yourself what those big rocks are. And I'm going to say that's strategy number one for achieving work-life balance as an entrepreneur is, what are your big rocks? What are the things that are most important to you? Which means you need to sit down and go, okay, what do I value most? What do I value most? And how do I want those values expressed in my life?
That's good.
Now, for some people, let's say they may value family. The way they want that expressed in their life is they want to be able to pay off everybody's mortgage in the house. Let's say all their siblings' mortgage. All right, so that's going to be a very different expression in how they spend their time and their priorities than the person who's like, I value family, and so I want quality time with my family. Very, very different. And so number one, identify your values. Number two, figure out how you want those values expressed in your life. Then put them in your schedule. Put that in your schedule first. So we're going to call those the big rocks. The big rocks. And if I'm pretty sure I felt like I must have did the Stephen program. I must have taken a class, and I think I faintly remember being in a hotel, learning how to do the program. So, oh my God, that would have been so many years ago. But I really like that about the program is identifying those big rocks. So I think, I don't know if there is an arrived on work-life balance. I think there is a constant striving and fine tuning. Okay, we got this in place, but this still ain't feeling good. Let me get this in place. Or I think once you get everything in place, something changes, somebody graduates, somebody, shifts, somebody moves or something like, oh, okay, let me do this. So I would. And then one of the things that I've been that I just relooked at. Oh, okay. Let me take a side trip for a second.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. It is the middle of the year. You guys should be looking back at your goals for the year. So hopefully, if y'all been listening to me long enough, at the beginning of the year, you created kind of like your goals and your plans for the year. And you kind of mapped some things out for the year. Hopefully you did that. So now that we're at the midpoint of the year, we are on July 1st. We are the midpoint of the midpoint.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You need to please re-pull that list of goals out, read that plan for 2025. I want you to pull it out. I'd love for you to take yourself to a cute little coffee house or a wine bar, whichever works for you better, and reread those and see where you're at. See what needs to be changed. See what needs to be implemented, or what do we need to just strike off because something else has changed and now we have this new opportunity and we're going in this new direction. But there's something very grounding to doing that. And when you do that, most of you guys will now feel on top of the ball. Like you'll be like, oh, okay. So I'm going to keep this. I'm going to do this. I wasn't doing this and I wasn't doing this. So one of the things that I realized that I wasn't doing that I was supposed to be doing, but I never put it in my calendar. So that's the other thing is when you read over the list of what you were supposed to do for 2025, did you put it in your calendar? Like, did you write it down? Okay, I'm going to do this during this time period. So one thing that I wanted to do is call my friends once a week. Not all of them, but like one friend on Sunday, like on a rotation to make sure we have those good kind of quality conversations. And I realized I'm not doing this. This is a part of my work-life balance. This is how I can go, months without talking to like best friends.
Yes. So easy now. So
easy. And so I got to put that on my calendar. And so I'm going to put that on my calendar. But I realized that, okay, I'm not living the value that I wanted to live because I didn't get it to implementation stage. And so first it was written down, which is why I'm remembering it. I reviewed the 2025 plan, which brought it to my remembrance. And now I have to write it down in my calendar. And so I have friends that like about 4 or 5 friends. Not 5. 5 sounds like a lot. 4 sounds accurate. That if I'm not careful, we'll go months without talking. Even though we love each other and we're there, we've just been friends so long. That we can go months without talking. We'll catch up and we'll be fine. But I want it to be more consistent. I don't want, because we're all getting older and parents are getting older now. I don't want something to happen. Be like, oh man, I don't even know when last time I talked to them. I don't want that to be the case. And so that's something that I'm gonna move toward. Okay. I agree. Straight. So Sharice, what are your tips for work-life balance?
Well, honestly, I had the same tips. I think you let me know. I would love to. Okay, so let me say my last one was basically feeding into yours, and it was how to prioritize those priorities, right? So I think if we could kind of go through the exercise today of, let's identify a few. Let's go ahead and identify one. Okay. And then that, some small bites, and then let's identify how to express it, which you just did really. And then how to prioritize it, because I think today it's an important day to how to things. And then we can piggyback. I think it'd be really helpful in the hour that we have, to go ahead and do that. So, what I'm saying is let's identify a priority apiece.
Okay.
And if you're listening to this podcast, if it's a live or a replay, go ahead and do yours. We're going to do this in small bites. Okay. We're going to identify one priority. Okay. And then we'll identify how to express it and then how to prioritize. Okay. That makes sense to you?
That makes sense. We talk about execution and implementation. Yeah, execution. I'm all excited about that.
Execution. Okay, cool. Okay. I would like to identify prioritizing my calendars, because I've gotten extreme, really extreme with my calendars. I have a calendar in my bedroom when I wake up.
Okay.
I literally look over and it's right there.
Okay.
I have one in the kitchen. Okay. I have my phone. And then I went back to my old school salon calendar where I write things down. And we talked about this before as well. I had to be extreme with myself because I literally was missing appointments because when I came out of the salon, I left my system. I left my system of many, many years. And it took me a minute to realize what had happened because I thought I was on it, and I was like, well, I'm not as busy as I was. So, I got this together. And no, I didn't because I was moving completely different.
Wow. Yeah.
Right. It was a shift. It was a shift that I didn't quite shift properly with. Now, it was benefits to it, the way I could do it. That made sense as far as, moving more into the concierge service, right? But it was something about that having to be in at 4 a.m. and getting those clients done by midday, by noon. That was a schedule. That was a strict schedule. And it kept me on point in many, many ways. In one location, appointment. And it took me just recently to realize how much coming out of that had me quite scattered, and I said, okay, all right, I'm sick of this. I got a trick for me. So there's calendars everywhere, when I say everywhere, and next week I'll show you. But I have ordered the calendars and put them on everywhere, and they all pretty much say that have the same things on them. It might be, a few different things, but it was super important for me just to look at it. The phone is not enough. The alarms are not enough because sometimes the alarms don't go off and the reminders might go off and then you miss it, because maybe I didn't have the reminder set up on, keep reminding me until I turn it off or something. It'll just remind me once. And then if I miss it, it's a wrap. Right. So I had to be extreme with myself. And I have noticed in my past, those people who are very, very organized, they follow the calendar. They do not miss anything on that calendar. As soon as something comes up, they put it on the calendar. As soon as something comes up, they write it down. Those are my really organized people, especially as we are getting more seasoned. It's a lot on our minds. Yep. And let's be clear, we're inundated with technology and just information overload. So it's a lot more there than it was when we were growing up.
It really is. And I think just knowing that and honoring that. And even if just business stuff, like what I've noticed is it's almost like, let's say if I'm in family mode or hanging out with family mode and I'm not thinking about business or work or anything. And they're like, hey, okay, so everybody, let's go to the park on July 18th. Okay, great. Okay. Yeah, I'm going with y'all. And then I'll get back home and in business mode and be like, oh, shoot, I'm in the seminar on the 18th. I can't do it. Yeah. And so having that calendar and learning in all situations, not to say nothing. Let me check my calendar first. Yeah. Like I want to, but let me check my calendar first. Yeah. So huge, such a huge lesson.
You can't trust your memory anymore. Like, and that's not an insult. That's just real. Like some people may be able to. I just don't do it to myself anymore because
you will reach a point in life where there are just literally too many things that need to be done. And so it's not about, how good your mind is. It's about how good your systems are. Yeah. And so please, and one of the things that I know I'm still working on, I got to get better of, is when I tell somebody I'm going to do something, write it down so I actually get it done. Because I'll be out in the streets. Oh, I sent you that. Oh, I do that. Blah, blah, blah. And then I get home and I don't remember nothing. So nothing gets sent or anything. So, okay. All right. So where we at on this? What are we doing next?
Okay, so next let's talk about, so did you choose yours? What was yours?
Mine, what I'm choosing now is I'm gonna spend time with my parents.
Yes. Okay, so we're sticking with that. Okay. Spend time with parents. Okay, so how to express that? I think you did a pretty good job of how to express it. Can you tell us one more time?
For me, spending time with my parents, I actually have to spend time with them. So I'm going to go out to their house and just chill. My goal is every Monday morning is to go out and just have breakfast with them and chill.
Good.
Just to show up. They're not good on the phone.
No, and rightfully so, right?
Right.
Rightfully so. That makes sense. I wish I was better about that. And I do. It's so funny falling into that mode where I don't want to talk on the phone much.
Right.
I don't like. I want that phone away from me a lot of times, but we're so tied to it. But I love that about them. But it's a little aggravating at times too, because I be needing to communicate, and I'm like, "Hey, answer the phone, pick up the phone."
Love it. It's on my mom. So much. So she'll send a text message. Somehow, by the time I reply and waiting for a reply back, I think she done forgot about the phone and went on to the next thing. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. She's been carrying her phone with her around the house, so she be moving. So
exactly, their priorities are in that house. It's here. It's right there with them. It's not too much outside of their proximity. Just so funny.
Right.
Okay, so mine is making sure that everything is on the calendar. Everything.
Right.
Everything, right? Even so during the day, if I'm doing things, at least write it down. So at night, by 9 p.m., everything is on the calendar. Okay. And then that morning when I wake up, I need to go back and look at what all I put on the calendar and see, look at it, meditate on it, embody it. And I learned this from Kimmy. She says you need to sleep with that priority list. Your to-do list, go ahead and sleep with it next to you. Write your things down by a certain time. Sleep with it. When you wake up, you need to look at it again. And then make sure that everything is on it. So throughout that day, you're checking. Fall in love with the checking, right? And then do it all over again.
Oh, okay.
Although I have not made it my everyday, that works. Okay. When I tell you I got this little book, it's a to-do book, and a really close friend of mine, it was a gift of literally a to-do list. Sheets of paper every day, to-do list. So you just take it out.
So,
and it's working so much. And this is the week here that, I've come off travel. Well, I'm traveling again tomorrow, but yesterday, just prioritizing that list of to do and then transferring it to the calendar so I can see it.
Yeah.
Even when I'm traveling, I have my calendar, and I'm going to be able to look at the calendar and know, okay, this is what I have to do. Even if because you will go travel and lose everything. You lose your whole mind when you can be in the airport working. If you go to the airport, which I never do, if you go to the most people go to the airport 2 hours ahead of time and sit down and chill. That's not me. That's not my life. But on the plane or a few minutes before, take advantage of those moments and just go knock something out. Go into your email. Anything. Meditate. If it's meditating, if I woke up that morning at 4 to go get on my flight and didn't get a chance to meditate and visualize and all that, boom, there's your time right there. Just use it wisely, but have it on the calendar.
Okay, so I want to say a couple of things. So this is what I use my things to do list. Okay, it's just a notebook. Let's say it's about probably 8.5 by 5, probably. Long. And so these are $3 max, $8, $9 if you buy it like in the airport.
Yeah.
All right. I love this. And what I have written, y'all can't see this at all.
Yeah.
But right here, I have a list of my roles. And so what it helps me to do specifically, and I'm pretty sure I got this from Stephen Covey as well. I didn't realize that until now. But I write down all my roles.
Okay.
And what am I supposed to be doing for that role? So that hopefully I get everything. So role as a daughter, role as a sister, role as a friend, role as a partner, role as a godmother, role as the, owner of Atlanta Sex Therapy, a role as the creator of Maritalpreneurs, my role as a Toastmaster, my role in my coaching program, my role in my supervision. And so I think that's all of the roles. I probably could put niece down here too and cousin. And I do that so I can think about, am I doing everything I want to do in all of these roles? And then
that's good. I like that.
How it's some reason that helps me organize. Like, am I doing what I want to be doing as a friend? Am I doing what I want to be doing as a godmother? Am I doing what I want to be doing as the Maritalpreneurs creator? And then from there, going to figure out, okay, what needs to be put in my things to do list. So, friend, I just said the other thing that I got to put in my calendar is on Sunday, calling one friend. And they just need to be on rotation, those friends that I don't talk to often. And so that'll be fine. Once a month, because we're all busy. That'll be fine. But I want to get it. I want to get it in there. So that's a good way to do it. Just sit down and write out all of your roles. And then just think, am I doing everything that I want to be doing in that role? Am I serving the way I want to serve in that role? Yeah. And so church member might be a role. Am I doing everything I want to do at church? Community member, community service member. And so write down all the roles. So that's a really good thing to do. Yeah. And I do I'm half digital, half paper.
Yes.
So I also use Google Keep a lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love Google Keep.
I love Google Keep for a quick list or any list that, because I'm good for leaving my notebook somewhere. Matter of fact, it's been in the bathroom for like the last 3 days. I finally was able to bring it with me. So that anything when I'm making a list and I'm like, I'm gonna need to find this. I'm gonna need to know where this is exactly. I usually put that in Google Keep. And so, but you can look at both lists and they probably on there. The other thing I wanted to say is I have found it really helpful to have a list of things to do in my downtime. And so when I say, okay, if you get some downtime today, you can do this real quick. You can do that real quick. Then I actually get it done. But if I have no plan for my downtime, then I'm going to lay on the couch, take a nap, and watch TV real quick. Or jump on social media. But I'm like, I said when I get a break, I was going to go do this. And it might be run to the post office. It might do da-da-da-da. It gets done. So there's something about what you're saying of having that kind of plan and reviewing it of these are the things that I need to do. So, okay.
That's good. That's good. I think this is worthy of a cheat sheet. I think we maybe we can have Q to create us a cheat sheet of what we just went through here.
Yeah.
I think this is really, really valuable. Because I never thought of the roles, listing the roles, never heard of that. And never thought of it. Not in this manner. You know what I mean? Right. Not how I should prioritize my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. You just broke it down. You're really good with breaking things down practically. That's why I like, I'll just spew it out. Like, she'll break it down practically for y'all. That's why we work good together.
Our partnership. I love our partnership.
Yes. So that was really good.
Nobody else get anything out of it. We get something.
We do, right? And I don't think I know for sure. I'm really excited about the implementation and the execution that we're in right now. Like, we're definitely in get it done. Okay. All right. Cool. That's what. So see what happened when you got it done. Not just talked about it. Yeah. Like you actually prioritized it. You implemented and executed. Yeah. So this is something very digestible.
Yes. What you just said brought up for me is mindset of getting it done. And I'm struggling like this right now. I'm struggling with this right now. And so you guys, this message is 75%, 80% for me. And 20% for y'all. But I'm noticing right now that I'm toggling between two different mindsets, and I need to bring that to one mindset. And the mindset is, I'm gonna get it done. I don't know if I can get it done. I'm gonna get it done. I don't know if I can get it done. I hope I can get it done. And so this back and forth. And so the mindset I want it to be, I want my mindset to be is, oh, I'm gonna get it done. Period. This is what I said we was gonna do. We gonna do it. Period. It's gonna happen. Because when you move like that, things happen. It's like, I don't know, the ocean opens for you and there's a clear path. Moving in that mindset, oh, I'm gonna get it done, you know? And with that, don't overwhelm yourself. You ain't trying to do everything, but there's a certain amount of things on your list. There's a couple of things in your life right now that you need to be like, oh, we gonna do it. We gonna get it done.
Oh yeah.
And I think when you have that, like, I'm gonna get it done. I gotta get it done. It's gonna get done. You move with a surety of pace that makes it happen for you. But this whole, I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Okay, maybe I can do it. I think I can do it. I can do it. Just like, no, we're gonna do this. This is what we have to do, and so this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, we don't have time. Gotta get done.
Right. So work on your mindset. Like, and if you got to go back to old school, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Then let's go back to old school. I can do it.
For sure.
Be done. We're going to get this done. This is the project we're trying to complete. This is the mission that we're trying to execute. This is the operation that we've taken on. However you need to say it, so that you're like, it's going to get done. Like this new thing that I'm putting in my calendar, this is going to get done and this is going to get executed. Because I said.
Exactly. There's a mentor, I can't think of who it was, who it is. You might know, but to do it now. Like his thing is, he had say it 100 times a day. Do it now. And that thing works. Humanly, like, why the heck wouldn't you just keep doing it? But I know it works because I've done it. Right. And then also with Tony Robbins, you know, he's all about massive action. Massive action. Just do it. Just do it. Don't even think about it. Just do it. Even if it's the first step to it, just do it. And we all know that word.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you just do it?
Yeah. And I'll say with that, because recently I noticed that I wasn't progressing. I wasn't moving forward. And what happened for me is I needed to sit down and break the steps down. So it was too big. And so I couldn't like figure out, and I was telling it to people, and I still couldn't figure out what the steps were. But I do remember being in conversations. I was like, it's like I'm in a room with an elephant and everybody is saying, eat the elephant one bite at a time. And I can't figure out how to cut the elephant. Like when y'all say one bite at a time, what that mean? I'm supposed to just walk up to the elephant and bite? Like, how do I, I carve a piece off first? Like, it was just so big. And so what I finally realized is it was too big. Like, it was too big. I couldn't figure it out.
The overwhelmed.
So, And so when I sat down and said, okay, what are the pieces and the components, and wrote all of them down, then it was easy for me to take one step, take the first step. So anybody out there who's feeling like I was feeling, of like, I see the elephant, I hear y'all saying one bite at a time, and I can't figure out how to take this first bite. I'm going to ask you to sit down and get quiet and write down every single thing you know you need to do, and then organize those things, and then take step one and then break that down. And so because some of you guys have projects that are so huge that even the steps are huge. Which often feels like that in business, right? It's not just step 1, step 2, step 3. It's step 1A, 1B, 1C, 1C.1, 1C.
Yes, Lord. Ain't no way no one person can do all that. That's why you have to run a real business with a team. That's why you have to have a project manager, a personal assistant, and all those things. Like, you can't do that.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
You cannot do it.
Yeah.
And, you're going to stay one dimensional. You're going to stay a one woman show. And that's not really what you want.
That's that's not what we want for you.
That's why you can't find a work-life balance. Ooh. If you can give that to-do list to your assistant, and I'm talking about not the cute list,
right?
The personal assistant.
Yeah.
Who can run the errand, who can, which is why the concierge service for me is so important, because I know what my women need, and chunking it down and making sure that they understand psychologically, you can afford this. You can't afford not to have this concierge service, because you need someone to run your errands, and you can afford a payment a month. That's probably 2 or 3, 4 meals.
Yep.
For this assistance in your life. Right?
Yeah. Okay. That's so good. But I want to pivot, and I want to say something first.
Yes.
Because this is true. And I actually want to go find the scripture for you guys. In Proverbs 31, it says she wakes up early to do something with her staff. I think to give chores to her staff is what I've always walked away with, or meet her staff or something. But the fact is, she woke up early to do that. And so one of the things has stood out with me, the practicalness of, for you to delegate, it's going to take time. And you may have to wake up early to sit at your kitchen table when it's quiet and figure out, what can I delegate off of this things to do list? Because that's the way. And I understand, like, I've trained people, I've had people do things. Sometimes it's just easier to do it yourself. Like, let me just, by the time I tell you how to do it, I could have did it 5 times.
Yeah.
You got to slow down. You got to slow down, and you got to see the bigger picture in that. Because yes, if I tell you how to do it, I could have did it 5 times, but you could not have done it 100 times.
Yeah.
And so if you get them trained to do it, then you don't have to do it again.
Yes.
And so it's short-term sacrifice for long-term gain. But this whole, you got to delegate, and you have to take time to delegate. And because I think we've all been in the situation of, because I actually at the family reunion, it just happened to my cousin. I walked up to her, how can I help you? Girl, I don't even know right now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll be over here if you need me, and then I identify something to do. But just think about that, who you are as a woman in your business. And people are saying, hey, girl, how can I help you? You need to have an answer.
Yeah. You need to have an answer. You do. Yeah. You got a list over there. Yeah. I saw it this weekend at a wedding. And I'm just the type of person where I'm identifying, when I walk in the door, I'm identifying what needs to be done. I'm just a behind the scenes watcher, and I'm like, oh, I see that gap. Hey, you need to scoot your people up front, so that everyone's not spread it out. That's one of the main things people do in an event. They let people sit anywhere. No, you need your people sitting up front so that the camera can scan a group of people without gaps, right?
Yeah.
So simple things like that. But you need someone around you that can identify those things, and identify a person who is overwhelmed. Like, they don't know what to tell you to do, but they need help. Yeah. Okay, so find something that will help them, and then that'll loosen up things. Yeah. Say, okay, well, I can help them. So I think that's extremely important, like the delegating. Also, the discernment. I want to give people permission, Natalie, to let go of what happened in the past. Okay, you hired someone who couldn't quite do the job, or they quit on you, or whatever. No, but now you've acquired certain skill sets, and definitely a level of wisdom and discernment to choose the right people for the position now. Okay, so be okay with training the person that you chose.
Yeah.
strategically
Yeah.
to do this, because now, I see that skill in you. I identified this skill, so let me hire this person or delegate this person for this position right here. I might not need you every day, but event day, I need you in this position too. Dot. Okay. I know that you're weak in this area, so don't you touch that area. I need you right here where you're strong. Right. Yeah. So in business at this point, you have the discernment and the wisdom, the skills to know how to delegate your people properly.
Right.
And that's going to help you.
And if you don't have the skill, get the skill.
Get the skill.
I'm sure it's a YouTube video out there somewhere. There's a book. Yeah. There's something out there that can help you learn how to delegate and let it go. And then I think with that, you need to be okay that it's not going to be done like you want it to be done, how you want it to be done, when you want it to be done. And so you can't micromanage. You can't. Yeah. And so give it to your people and let them run with it. And so learning the art of guidance.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Learning the art of guidance. Yeah. Yeah. And so oddly enough, this is what my uncle told me, but it was such a good lesson when I got into rental properties a long time ago. He was like, look, and this is not in all areas, but I think it's a good lesson. It's not an absolute. He was like, the people who rent haven't figured out enough the wherewithal to buy a house. So you're dealing with a certain type of person. I'm going to need you to remember that. That's it. Because if they had it all together to buy a house, they would buy a house. They don't have it all together.
Yeah.
And so I think sometimes that's true in business is that we're working with people who do well working for others. If they had it all together, if they had your initiative and they had your intuition and they had your gifts and this evidence, they would be out there running their own company.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They're not. And so you need that person. So you don't want another queen bee. You need a worker bee.
Yeah.
And so understanding that and understanding that that's going to take you learning like how to guide and let go and how to let your people fail.
Yeah.
And it's okay. Yeah. Like, that we'll fix it in the mix, that we'll get it, give them that permission. And I love it. One of my first bosses, she was so just gracious in me making mistakes. She was like, okay, it's okay. Like that means you're learning. That means you're learning.
Yeah.
And so being able to be that person. Yeah. And so, because when you can do that and you can let go and you can guide, but not have to be present, that's going to give you that greater work-life balance. It is. Because you can go home or you can rest or you can take a complete day off. The complete day off. So all of these things can be done without you. And that's what we want for you. So I got stuck on a complete day off because even though I'm off for the reunion, I wasn't completely off one of those days. I think I was still trying to take some meetings. And so my goal is from now on, next time I take off is to be off for the complete day. Cancel everything. Like canceling everything. Yeah. Or because my schedule is so kind of, I don't even know how to explain it. I have a lot of like recurring meetings. So even though I have vacation, my goal has still been able to kind of be present for those meetings. Yeah. But I need to be completely off. Like I just noticed that I needed to be completely off. So that when I'm off, I'm off. And so this is another thing for work-life balance. Y'all stop trying to work. And I'm talking to me more than you, but stop trying to work when you're supposed to be off. Stop trying to work when you're supposed to be off.
Girl, that's so funny you say that because, like, for instance, if there's a wedding, a client wedding, specifically wedding, people think I'm going to attend a wedding. I'm never going to attend. I'm working the entire time. At the wedding this weekend, as soon as I got there, I was working. And then, like I said, I'm the type, I see the gaps. Ooh, I see the overwhelm. I'm jumping in and I'm helping. So I worked the entire time up until I almost missed the bride going down the aisle. right? And then, of course, my eyes are open the whole entire time, making sure my people that I had my hands on are intact, right? And that everything that was attached to them is okay. And it's just work. So you do have to find the time to take off.
And be completely
you have
off.
to create the time to take completely off.
One of the things like I said, y'all, I'm getting ready to kind of make a shift in August. And one of the things that occurred to me, I think I was, I don't know if I was in a morning devotion. That's what it was. It was a morning devotion. And it said something about, this is so basic, y'all gonna laugh. But it was saying something about like, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Like you should not be working on that day. And I was like, that is interesting. What a novel idea. I shouldn't even try to work on a Sunday. So interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna get to the point where I can implement that one day. And it was such a simple thing, but there's no, for me right now, where I am in life. Every time I think I got some time to be off, I'm like, I can get a project done. Oh, I'm going to Panera and work. Oh, I can catch up on this. Oh, I can do this. Oh, I can finally sit down and get this work done and with this work done. And so I'm really trying to get my mind trained. And so the plan is August, when August comes, mid-August, is I no longer plan to do work on Sundays. Like and it's going to take me a while to get my mind, because it's like, I'm free. Now I can work. Promise you. That's I'm free. Because I think with my particular line of business, and Sharice, you probably feel the same thing, that when I'm seeing clients, that is work, but that doesn't feel like my paperwork and everything that needs to be done. And so
not at all.
It almost feels like completely two different things. So even though I spent the whole week working, seeing clients, I still don't feel like I got my work done.
Yeah.
And so
absolutely. Yeah.
And so then I'm like, okay, well, I'll do that on Sunday morning. And so I'll get my work done. And so I'm really, really trying to change that mentality of like, no, all of the work needs to go into the work week.
Yeah.
So that the weekend you can be free and you can have a whole real work-life balance. Like you can really, so your off day, you're truly off. It's no, Like I think last year I went and checked into a hotel so I could work. And so where anybody else it would have just been a vacation for them to chill by the pool. I'm like, I want to take a cruise at the end of the work. So at the end of the year, so I can get some work done. Like it's, I'm just really trying to work on that mentality that I want to make sure I'm working smarter, not harder.
It's a must.
If I'm not careful, I will. And so that's the thing.
Especially for your creativity. Like in order to create and implement and execute, you gotta get the rest. Yeah,
you do. Yeah. You do. And the older you are, the more important it is.
Yeah.
The older you are. Okay. Final thoughts. I feel like we did a little bit of everything today, but I also feel like this is what I feel like. I feel like today in this conversation, we threw you guys a set of keys. You may not be able to use all of them, but one key we gave you, if you implement it, it will take you far. So one key. So I want you guys to think about this conversation we had. What's the one key you can implement in your life that's going to take you far out of everything that we said today? All right, Sharice, what do you want them to take away from today?
So for me, identifying your priorities.
Yeah.
I think that was pretty much the topic. And for me, I know that was like, no, today is the day. Identify your priorities. I've been saying it. I've been wanting to do it. But no, it hit different today.
Yeah.
Like, in fact, you know what really hit me when you said put the big rocks in first.
Yeah.
That resonated with me. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Okay, cool. So identify the priorities.
Yeah. And y'all, for women, these big rocks, and I haven't said this for a while. Okay. I want this is a whole nother little kind of preaching filler I can get on from time to time. But I think our life as women can look very different than our life for men, and productivity and what needs to be done and what we all have to take care of. And so for women, your big rock may be taking your child to gymnastics at 5:00 Monday through Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And so don't be, whatever you do, once you identify your priorities, don't be ashamed that they don't look like anybody else's.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And they may not even look like yours in 5 years or what yours looked like 5 years ago. Don't be ashamed of that. Be okay that your big rocks are whatever they are right now for where you are in life. And so right now your big rock needs to be laughing with your baby, then laugh with your baby. And that's the big rock that you make sure happens every week, and everything else will fill in around that. And so it's okay, because I don't want anybody thinking, oh, well, my big rock needs to be to make $1 million. It does not.
Right.
It does not. And so be okay that your values and that your desires and your wants are whatever they are for you in your life. And you identify your big rocks and you put them in your schedule, because your life needs to work for you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. With that, I think I'm done.
Good
All right,
day.
fabulous people. Y'all have a fabulous day. And we just look forward to continuing to serve you guys and grow with you guys in this second half of the year.
Yes.
And one last reminder, if y'all haven't looked at your 2025 goals, look at them. Now is the time to plan out kind of what you want your projects to be doing for the rest of the year going into December. All right. Especially those of you guys who take the last 2 weeks of December off, like I do. And so we really need to be planning everything so that we're done and we can shut it down by then. So really, really look at that. Okay. That's a word for somebody. Sit down and look at it. So, okay. All right. Love you, fabulous people. I'll see y'all next week, and have a wonderful 4th of July.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Audio Jungle.